Hi, my name's Alison Taylor and I'm Vice Principal at Waterhead Academy. One of my roles within school is the transition. It's transition from year 6 into 7. I find this a really exciting role because it helps us to understand the year 6 children as they come in so that we can give them the very best start when they come into year 7. Many parents often worry about the transition into secondary school, and here at Waterhead Academy we have many different facets to how we approach our transition. We know that it's really important for us as members of staff at Waterhead to understand the children, to make sure that we communicate with the parent and make sure we communicate with the primary school. So I'm just going to talk through the transition process. If you apply for a place at Waterhead Academy, the first thing that will happen is you will get a letter that comes through the door, and that letter will state that you've been given Waterhead as your school. As soon as that lands on your doorstep or comes into your email inbox, what will happen is we as a school will get in touch, and we try to get in touch within 2 weeks of you receiving that message. So the first thing that we do is we invite the parents, carers and the students into the academy to come and meet with the tutors, to come and meet with senior staff, so we can answer any questions that you might have at that point. What we'll then do is moving towards the Easter holidays. What we have in place is we have an Easter camp. What that means is we offer an opportunity for the children who are on our allocated list to come in at Easter and spend some time doing some really fun activities. Going on from that, our next step is for the transition days, and they're 2 days towards the end of the summer term where the students that are on our list will come in and spend 2 days with us, having an experience of what school life is like at Waterhead. What we then do following that is the beginning of the summer holidays. We have a summer camp, so it's the same as the Easter camp, and we have 2 days where we welcome back in any students that want to come back in, and they come in, and again we have lots of fun activities going on at that particular time. At Waterhead Academy, much like other schools, there is a lot going on outside of the school day. And we have a fantastic house system at Waterhead. What that means is that when your child is allocated a place with us, they will be placed into a house. And we have 3 houses. We have Dovestone, Strinesdale and Hartshead. And we place a great ownership on the house system. We think it's really important. It's important to create that sense of family, that sense of community, and that sense of competition to get children involved and working towards a common goal. Throughout the course of the year, there are many activities and many competitions. They range from chess competition, we have a MasterChef competition, we have short story, and we have all the usual sports events that go on as well. So there is always something for your child to get involved in. At primary school, we're really aware that you get the opportunity to drop your children off each morning and you pick them up each night, and on occasion, if you need to speak to a teacher, that you might be able to pop into the school office and have that conversation. At secondary school, it's slightly different because we have a greater number of staff in the building. Those members of staff are often teaching lessons after school, so for example our year 11 classes often have additional lessons after school, so they might not be available. So we have a team of staff who are allocated to year groups. You will get their email and contact details, and if you have any questions to ask, it will go to that member of staff and they will make sure it gets to the person it needs to get to. Whether that's the class teacher because it might be a question about homework, for example, whether that is the head of year because it might be a pastoral question, or whether that's their form tutor. So it is filtered through, but you do get a direct contact that you can contact straight away if you do have a concern. For any children that are coming to us that have special educational needs or disabilities, the information for that, as already said, will have come via the primary school teachers and also via you as parents if you have concerns. What would happen in that case is our SENCO will be in touch with the parents, carers and also with the school staff, and we will make sure that during that transition time there is additional transition points for any child that needs additional support. So for our children with additional needs, they might come into the building more frequently prior to the break up for summer. Our staff might go out and observe in the primary school classes, and their support plan will be put in place before we break up for the summer holiday, so that by the time we start in September, both yourself as parents and also your children will understand what provision they will be getting when they start with us at secondary school. Here at Waterhead, we believe really strongly in the idea of support through a triangle. If we think of a triangle, at the top of the triangle we sit the child. So the child is at the top of the triangle. In order for the child to be successful, we have the base of the triangle. So at one side we have Waterhead Academy staff, and all staff, all adults in the building sit on one side. At the other side of our base we have parents and carers. And what we believe in is that if staff and adults within our building, and if the parents work together to have a really strong base to this triangle, then the student at the top will be enabled and supported to be successful with us at Waterhead. Everything that we do here at the Academy is to help your children become as successful as they possibly can be, to give them as many opportunities as they can have, to enable them to have access to as many different activities, as many different external experiences that they can possibly have. Because we believe that by doing that the whole child can be a success if we can work together. And we want to encourage a really open communication so that we can discuss, we can help you, we can ensure that your child becomes as successful as possible.